What is going on, world? Welcome back once again. My name is ZacNovak and this is ZacNovak Plays Games, or XURS location and inventory video for today because for some reason I'm not extremely late but only slightly late. So all interested, let's go into it and roll the intros and I hope you do certainly enjoy. Alrighty, so getting straight into today's video. In today's video, we've got this week's XURS location and inventory. And in itself, this week actually isn't too bad. He is at the tower, chilling in the good old hangar, so let us head down to the good old tentacle bastard and keep our fingers crossed he actually has something good this week. Let us have a look.
My will is not my own, is yours.
Well, hopefully that will in itself is, well, this week in itself, it's not horrible. It's not the greatest, but it's definitely not horrible. Let's start things off with the Ursa Ring, or the Teddy Ursa Gauntlets, also known as the Ursa Furiosa for the Titans. 23 legendary shards for this very actually fun exotic. Main perk on it is actually called Ursine Guard. Move faster while guarding when Sentinel Shield is active, and guarded damage converts to super energy when the super ends. In other words, using your super gets you your super. This thing in itself honestly looks pretty freaking beastly, and I will actually state I honestly really love the look of this just because, well, it's kind of got like bear claws and bear paws and stuff like that. One thing I'll honestly state is it's kind of upsetting and a little bit sad, simply because they went through and killed the very last polar bear so you could actually have, you know, polar bear skin. I mean, that's pretty sad. I don't know if it is like the last polar bear, but I would assume this is probably the last polar bear. But yeah, these things in themselves honestly look really freaking cool. They are honestly a lot of fun. Pick them up if you have not gotten 23 legendary shards for your Titan. This thing in itself is honestly beastly, both PvP and PvE. Seriously, it's surprisingly good. Pick it up, once again, 22 legendary shards. Moving on though, next up, we've got ourselves the good old transversive steps, also known as the auto reload for the Warlock. 23 legendary shards for this very good exotic. Main perk on it is actually called Strange Protractor. Sprint speed increased, and after a short time sprinting, your currently equipped weapon is automatically reloaded. These things in themselves honestly are just amazing. They are really just amazing. They don't really have any downfall to them, considering there isn't really a downfall to it other than it takes up a exotic space, but having the ability to reload all your weapons is pretty freaking cool. Pick these up if you have not got them. 23 legendary shards. Moving on though, next up, we've got ourselves another boots, or yeah, boots really. They're called the Stompies, or the Stomp EE5 from D1 to D2. This 23 legendary shard costing hydraulic boosting, hunter or huntress, exotic making. Boots are pretty cool. Hydraulic boosters. Increase sprint speed and slide distance, and improves high jump, strafe jump, and triple jump. These things in themselves allow you to break maps. Literally, these things are like really freaking good, and honestly they look awesome in themselves. I like it with the actual ornament on it just because these look old school and pretty freaking cool, and kind of reminds me like a kangaroo's foot-ish type thing, which just looks pretty freaking cool. Pick these up if you have not got them. They are fairly handy in pretty much everything, especially when there's areas you gotta jump, so yeah, keep that in mind. 23 shards. Pick it up if you've not got it. Moving on though, next up, finally, we've got ourselves the Graviton Lance. This amazingly beastly pulse rifle, scout rifle type thing, 29 legendary shards, and it isn't very expensive, but it is definitely freaking powerful. Main perk on it is actually called Black Hole. Second shot of a burst rips a hole through space-time, doing high damage and recoil with no fall off. In other words, you can shoot enemies across the map without having to actually worry about damage fall off. This thing in itself is honestly beastly, with its secondary actual intrinsic perk being called Cosmology. Kills with this weapon cause enemy targets to detonate and spawn void projectiles that track targets. In other words, this thing is, well, a mini Nova Bomb type thing that kind of acts as if it's pretty more powerful than most Nova Bombs, considering that this thing in itself is really freaking beastly. I will honestly say that I really like this thing. I honestly use this a lot, like I'm talking a lot. And this thing itself honestly just looks really friggin' beastly with both actual ornaments on it. I just like this because it kind of looks like it's got the stars and stuff behind it when you move it around. It looks pretty freaking cool and I like it. Once again though, 29 legendary shards for the Graviton Lance. Pick it up if you have not got it because it is amazingly beastly. But yeah, moving on though, next up we've got ourselves the consumables, aka the 5 of Swords challenge card. You want to make your Nightfall more challenging by adding challenging challenges to the already existing challenging challenges that exist in that challenging Nightfall. We'll add these challenging modifiers to make your challenging Nightfall even more challenging, with these challenging modifiers to make your challenging Nightfall modifiers more challenging by challenging yourself with challenges. These things themselves honestly are pretty freaking cool. Allow you to get better loot, better stuff, and all around have a more bunch of fun, really, just all going through with Nightfalls. It allows you to pretty much tailor-made your Nightfalls. Do you want to make your Nightfalls a little bit more solar-based? Do you want to make them a little bit more void-based? Do you want to actually make them a little bit more arc-based? Do you want to get your health back from when you actually defeat enemies that have the right shields? Do you want to actually run around and get your health back? Do you want to have all different actual additives? Well, you can do that and pretty much challenge yourself in all different ways. This in itself is honestly really freaking fun. Pick it up if you've not got it. Moving on though, next up, we've got ourselves the Isochronal Engram, aka the Fated Engram. This thing is gonna cost you 97 legendary shards and it's gonna decrypt into an exotic you don't actually own unless you own all exotics from the kiosk. Then in itself, you will actually get a duplicate exotic from one of the exotics you do actually own. Sometimes you can actually get some pretty freaking awesome loot from this. I myself am on my Huntress hoping I can actually get that freaking mask that I can't remember what the name of it actually is called. We get ourselves for 97 legendary, we got a Wave Splitter. Well, that's not horrible. I actually really do like Wave Splitter, although I've already got the Wave Splitter on, so yeah, although this one's 950, so yeah, I mean, this one, love you buddy, but goodbye buddy, because again, 950 is better than 923, so I like it. It's not horrible. It's definitely not the worst thing that I could actually get on my Hunter or Huntress. One of the worst things I probably could actually get would be probably those gauntlets that don't actually do absolutely anything. One thing I do actually still want to get is that freaking cow thing, the head, what it's called, and it's an exotic that I still want, so I haven't looked at it because I really want it. And yeah, thought he'd give it to me, as you guys can actually tell. But anyway, ZURS location inventory. He can actually give you some pretty cool stuff, and yeah, it's one of those things just kind of keep in mind. And also, I still do actually have my invitation here because I still haven't actually gone through and completed all of them on my Huntress because I don't know actually why. I'm gonna go grab it. Why not? Might as well. I've got another invitation line. Anyway, this has been ZURS location and inventory. This has been ZacNovak. Once again, though, it's oh crap, completely forgot. All these are actually 48, so yeah, they're not the greatest rolls, and Zor needs to actually have, wait, that's 50. That's pretty cool. That's a change up from 48s. Well, I mean, at least that's one thing you can kind of keep in mind. Zor's got a 50 total Burst of Furiosa. You probably have a better one because it usually drops with better perks and better rolls, I should say, and better stats. But anyway, this has been ZURS location inventory for the week. And hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, click that like button down below. Let me know, did you guys actually get anything from ZURS inventory this week? Was it something you wanted to pick up? Did you actually get something freaking awesome from the actual exotic engram? Did you guys happen to get something you didn't actually have? Let me know in the comment section down below because I really want to hear about that kind of stuff, because it really makes me jealous when I hear about other people actually getting really cool stuff that I want to get, but it also kind of keeps me, you know, aware to know that this stuff isn't actually too difficult to get considering other people can get it. So maybe someday I will actually get some exotics that I do actually want. But anyway, this has been ZacNovak, this has been ZURS location and and hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have all the good stuff from me, Sharon, like Karen, if he was at Sharon. But until next time, this is ZacNovak signing off. Peace out.